Once upon a time, there is a little girl. Her mother buys her a red cloak. She likes the red cloak so much that she wears it everywhere she goes. For this reason, everybody calls her Little Red Riding Hood.
One day, her mother says, "Your grandmother is still ill. Get dressed and take these cookies to her."
Red Riding Hood heads dressed, wears a red cloak. Her mother says,
Do not leave the footpath on Bonnie Forest. Go straight to your grandmother's house.
"Okay, I won't, Mom," she replies and leaves.
She goes into the bunny forest, takes a few steps, and suddenly a wolf jumps out of a bush and stands in front of her.
She's so frightened that she nearly drops her basket full of cookies. The wolf doesn't seem hostile though.
Where are you going, little girl? He asks.
I am going to my grandmother's house at the end of the bunny forest. She's not well these days. By the name, my name is not little girl.
It's Little Red Riding Hood, she replies.
I'm sorry, I must leave. Let me run and tell your grandmother that you're coming. Don't fool around much and be late, says the wolf and runs away.
There is a woodcutter in the forest. The wolf is afraid of him and he doesn't want to be seen by him. He follows a shortcut to the granny's house and knocks at the door.
"Who's that?" asked the old woman.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood, replies the wolf, changing his voice. I brought you some cookies from Mom, he adds.
"The door is open. Come in then," shoots the granny, and the wolf jumps in hastily. He's so hungry that he eats the granny without even chewing her.
Short while later, Little Red Riding Hood arrives and knocks at the door.
"Who's that?" shouted the wolf in a soft voice. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," she replies. "The door is open. Please come in," he says.
Little Red Riding Hood hesitates for a while. How strange is my granny's voice, she thinks. Then she remembers that she is ill and she opens the door and goes in.
The wolf is lying in the bed in the old woman's clothes and glasses, and he hides himself well under the granny's blanket.
Leave what you have in your hand on the table and come here, he says. She lifts the basket, but she doesn't approach much to the granny because she looks so different. She starts questioning her.
"What long arms you have, Granny," says Little Red Riding Hood. "The better dog who you, my dear," repeats the wolf.
"What big ears you have, Granny," says Little Red Riding Hood.
"The better to hear you, my princess," replies the wolf.
What wee eye you have, Granny, said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you, my darling," replies the wolf.
"But Granny, what sharp and big teeth you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to eat you there," shouts the wolf, and jumps out of the bed.
He attacks Little Red Riding Hood and swallows her at once. He falls asleep and falls asleep in a new few minutes. The woodcutter is pacing by the house when he hears some strange noise coming from the granny house.
The wolf is snoring loudly. He looks is through the window and records the wolf.
He enters the house, holds the bad wolf tightly, and makes he throw out what he was in his stomach. Luckily, the grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood is alive and in one piece.
They thank the woodcutter and give him some cookies. Little Red Riding Hood promises she will never talk to strangers again.